Hello,
Hello,
hello. Hi,
hello.
everyone. This is Dave and Roxanne.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to another episode of
Online
Online
business
Business Question
question
of the
of the
Week.
week.
Today, we're going to dive into a very controversial topic, but it's an actual true topic.
Yes, yes.
It's like it's happening as we speak. So, if this is the first time you're tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from.
Yes, we always love to know how global we are in this community. We're currently at our home in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and we're just before we sleep. As we committed, we have a 90 days go live challenge. We're
Past
halfway
halfway.
past halfway now. It's day 49 of 90 days. Um, Today, Sunday, it's a busy day with family. We went to church. We went to mass 12 noon. Morning is just family time, breakfast with Caleb, and then mass, and then after that, go to the mall to lunch, and we met up with his brother, Coach Dexter, and just have coffee while Caleb was napping, and then have family dinner Sunday. So it's really busy family time.
That's
So
right.
that's why we're tuning in here before we sleep. Yes,
So, every time we do an online business question of the week, it's phrase in a question. What's the question today?
the question today is: Are you stuck in a job you hate despite getting that degree? You're not alone.
There's some statistics we just heard, and um,
And we're gonna dive into that.
we're gonna dive into the statistics, and it's crazy because we're part of the statistics,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the education industry is changing
Mm-hmm.
because of this statistics. Are you ready for this? You're gonna be mind blown. I was mind blown when I
Yeah.
heard about the statistics.
Yeah, and when I heard about it, I actually really, really agree with it because I've seen a lot of people we experience that, and it's actually it's an eye opener.
Yeah, are you ready? Here's the statistics. 78% of people who get a degree don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a staggering number. And worse, a lot of them that don't use it are stuck with student loans.
Oh yes.
Let me ask you a question. If you're watching this live or replay, how many do you know personally? Drop the number one in the chat that graduated and
Mm-hmm.
didn't use a degree, right? Drop the number one in the chat, and many of us know of those people that graduated and don't use a degree.
Yeah, and unfortunately too that Monday, every Monday, they say that it is a highly stressed day of the week, Monday, because people are, I think Friday is the happy day because that's the last day of work. And then, you're happy with spending time with family, friends. And then Sunday night is the most stressful because you're thinking about your job. And then Monday is the most stressful because you're back in
Yeah,
reality,
because the
right?
next statistic says this that 78%, so there's only 22 left.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. The next statistic says 50% of the people that get a job hate their job. So there's 22, right? 22%, half of that hate their
Mm-hmm.
job. And let me ask you this question. We're talking about facts, we're talking about reality. How many do you know that did get a job but hate their job? Drop the number two in the chat.
Yeah,
I was one of them.
me
I
too.
was an engineer, aeronautical engineer, right? Looked good in
Mm-hmm.
the outside, but I was hurting inside. Why? Because I hated my job. I had a
Mm-hmm.
sickness called alarm clockitis. You guys familiar with that, right? I was when my alarm clock goes off, I wanted to snooze because I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
sleep in. And the alarm clock goes off again. I was like, I have this panic attack. I want to chuck the alarm clock to the wall because I don't want to go to work because I
Mm-hmm.
hate my job, right? And I was like Roxanne said, I was one of those that
I was one of those. Like,
they want to wake up in the morning Monday.
yeah, in like, I think, like, I've had so many jobs. I think I can count maybe how many jobs did I ever have
Mhm.
before quitting my corporate jobs officially, and now we're full time. I've been full time in this online business for 3 years now. But when we started the online business in 2018, we have both of us were working full time in our corporate jobs. So I think I've had like at least five jobs in my whole life, or maybe how many, seven or eight jobs that I've
Can't count
done.
only.
Yeah. And I think all of them, only one that I love, right? Like I always like, every time I go to work, I never really like my job, right? That kind of feeling, or you're dreading it to go to work. And it's not a good feeling. I've been in that situation that every single day I have that panic in my mind that, oh my gosh, the next day I'm going to work, right? Yeah, I can only count one job that I would say I love it and I enjoy it. How about you?
Uh, yeah, I'm similar to you. I mean, the actual degree that I got,
Oh
I
yeah,
I
that's
I,
true.
I hated it.
So 78% of the people who got a degree don't use it.
Mm.
So that's true because I graduated as a paralegal because I wanted to be a lawyer, and I only worked in the law firm maybe a few months, right? And then I quit my job, and since then I never used my paralegal job, my paralegal diploma. And I've been, I went to different, customer service, different kind of industry, right? Telecommunication, customer service, finance job, right?
Your last job was finance, wasn't
Yes.
related to the.
So, or I work in the police department. So I never used my paralegal, only like few months.
Yeah,
And you use it only for 2 years,
2 years.
right?
So
Hello, Simon. Looking beautiful, coach. Thank you,
yeah,
thank you. Came from, of course, it's family day. Went for mass.
church. Yeah.
From church. Watching from Oshawa, Leanne. Good to see you too. Hi, Ali. Ayeli, Nathaniel. Thank you. Watching from South Africa. Amazing.
So to go back to the stats again, so 70% people who get
Who
a
get a
degree.
degree?
Okay, we're next stat.
And 50% of the people that get the job hated their
So out
job.
of the 22% left, half of that hate their job. So there's only 11% that actually
Wow.
loved your job. So the formal education industry is, the failure rate is pretty high, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why a new industry, especially in the world of the 21st century, the world of, you know internet online, a new industry has emerged, and that industry is a self-education industry where people self-educate themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They find something they're passionate about, actually something they like, and they learn it and try to make money from it. They monetize,
Mm-hmm.
right? And in fact, the digital transformation industry, which is the online space, is projected to become $1 trillion industry by 2028. And this is according to Forbes magazine. That's a massive,
Mm-hmm.
huge
So
number.
right now
It's
it's
a,
about $1 billion, like $1 billion industry, and now it's
okay.
projected to be $1 trillion
So
industry.
people selling self-education, uh, anything online, right? It's massive.
Mm-hmm.
So, we are a product of this industry. We pivoted, we shifted, and we
And it's
actually,
it's very profitable because for the past 6 years, it's just it's just going up and up and up. And some people, the question is, oh, maybe it's saturated already, but no, like it's the same with
it's an industry.
it's an industry. How many people are applying to become a nurse, applying to become a doctor, engineer, arts, and all
For
that
many years.
for many years? And this industry is actually pretty brand new, and it's just getting up there, increasing. It's not saturated at all. Like there's so
It's
much
a it's a it's a
opportunity.
it's a viable career. It's an option, and
Yeah.
you get to do. You can actually pursue what you love, and this is
Mm-hmm.
what we love, Roxana. We're in the people development industry in this
Mm-hmm.
uh, digital transformation industry. That's what we're in. It's
Yeah, and it's actually, when I heard about the statistic, it's powerful because we don't really talk about this, but every time I talk to a lot of people,
yeah.
they hated their job. Only a few could say, yes, I love my job. You know what I mean? Like there's so many people that I know, even in our circle, in our friends, families, that don't really like their job. It's just,
It's a must.
it's a
They have
must.
to pay the bills.
They need to pay the bills, right? But let's explore the other options, which is the other options is the digital transformation industry, the online space where we are. Because for us, like when we started the online business, we have no idea how to do advertising, the
Posting on
online
social media,
posting, or
attraction
doing
marketing. There,
attraction marketing or video advertising. We have no idea. But the beauty about this industry is there's simple, easy video based step by step video based training that you can just watch and learn and take action on
Yeah,
it.
and the reason why self-education industry is very powerful is because it's not unlike traditional school.
Mhm.
Yes, there's a lot in common because there's some concepts, there's some learning, but the difference between this is like it's mentorship, right? There's a
Mhm.
somebody that's going to be there for you that actually will guide you in the real world.
Mhm.
You're learning skills that usable in the skill in the real world. Like it's cutting all the fat in the education. You're just learning something that you'll actually use.
Mhm.
Not like in traditional 4-year degree school. There's a lot of fat in it. When I mean fat, it's like
Oh yeah.
fluff that's added that you don't really
Like you
use.
don't really need
Like me, like I did like three
calculus.
years of calculus, and I just did math. Plus minus. I mean, some if you're like a aerospace, I was an aeronautical engineer. I didn't really need to use all of that, all the you know physics we did and all that
Mhm.
stuff. There's so many things, right? Like they won't just teach you what you need because school, the traditional school, is also a business, right? You have to go to
Mhm.
4 years, you know, pay every year to graduate, right? They have to add all those things, right? Like in our business, in this digital industry, you will learn skills that you'll actually apply in your career. So if you're watching this and you're one of those that in chances are you're in one of those statistics. That's a high 78%. That's a
Yeah.
huge statistics, right?
Yeah, we're in this
I'm in
statistic.
this. We're in the
Seven to
second.
8% who got a degree don't use it.
Mhm.
And those people that get the job hated their
The
job.
22% that's
Oh,
left.
50% of the people that get the job hated their
So the
job. That's true.
22% left that gets the job, half of them hate it, and there's only 11% that actually love the job.
Yeah,
If
that's
you're in the 11%, great. Good
yeah.
on you. We're
Cheering for
we're cheering
you.
for you.
You love your job. That's amazing. Yeah.
But the rest of the almost 90% of the 89% of the people.
That's why when when we met, Dave and I, we both don't love our job. So we always have the desire to quit our corporate jobs. We always have the desire that, Lord, like help us to build this business. At the time, it's not an online business, but we're always trying to build something for ourselves, for our dreams and goals, because
Mhm.
we wanted to get out from the job that we hated because we know there's something, you know, like something that we can do differently. And that's why we have no idea about the statistic, but now I realize that's why only 11% actually love their job.
Yeah, and yeah,
And
Simone
Simon
said.
said, I never use my degree. Yes,
If
that's
you're
right.
watching this on a replay or live, and just let us know if you use your degree, didn't use it, maybe you got a job and you didn't like your job.
Mhm.
I'm in the 11% that got a job and hated it, right? Because half of
Mm.
that 11 loved their job, half
Oh
of
yeah,
that,
that's true.
so that's 22% total, right? So of the
Yeah, Eileen said, I'm very grateful for this industry. If the world is changing, why can't we? That's true.
yeah.
And love your videos. I'm learning lots. Stay blessed. Thank you, Eileen. Carmela, you are such an inspiration. Thank you, thank you.
Now, if you're watching this and you've been following us for a while, and you're asking yourself in your head, is this a viable career? Is this
Mhm.
legit? Is this something that we just told you it's a trillion,
Yeah,
projected to become a trillion industry. So it's not a concept anymore. Like
it's a proven.
it's a proven industry,
Yeah,
not just a proven business. We're one of the businesses. We're one of the
there's so many
we,
businesses out there.
yeah, we're one of the career transition, I would
Yeah,
say, right? Yes, it's a business, but it's a career transition, right?
yeah.
Because for example, becoming a realtor is a business technically, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
also a
that's
career,
true.
right? It's a career transition. Like you
Hmm.
got to go to
Mortgage
same
broker.
thing. It's a career transition. It's a viable real estate industry. Is a viable industry. People have full-time careers in it.
Yeah,
Mortgage broker, same thing. The online
space.
digital transformation is now a viable career transition, right?
Yeah, like
And we've
we're
been
we're a living proof of that, and so many, not just us, so many thousands of people that it is our full time career, full time.
it's
We
feeding us
earn from it. For the past 4 years now, Dave quit his corporate
full
job
time.
as a general manager in March of 2020, and I quit my finance job in a government job in March of 2021. So for the past 3 years for me and past 4 years for Dave, this is our full-time source of income. And not just us, there are so many people that are making so much so much income from this digital transformation industry, the digital space, because it is a viable option.
in a viable industry.
Yes.
If you're watching this and you know of someone that is,
Hate their job.
hate their job, or the 78% that got a degree but don't use it, share this video, and because it's gonna blow, their minds, right? Because it's a shocking
Yeah.
and very real statistic.
It is
right?
a real statistic because, but most of the time, we never talk. A lot of people hated their job, but they don't know the options. They
Mhm.
just don't know where to go, what to do. We talked to, a friend of ours, and she doesn't know what to do. Like,
Yeah.
she has a marketing degree, but she's not using it. She's actually in the health industry right now. At the same time, she feels like she doesn't know what to do as well, like where to go, right? So it's really the online business that we're doing, where we actually have a free webinar that you can watch.
Yeah.
It is an option, right? That is an option, and she's checking that out as well. So we are teaching normal everyday people that doesn't have that are not tech savvy, that doesn't have any experience, to start an online business.
Real skills
Yeah.
that's usable in the marketplace. That's what we're teaching in this course, in this program, in this
Yeah.
school per se. Real usable skills. Those are the skills we're using. YouTube advertising. That's market.
Facebook
Yeah, that's
advertising.
marketplace skills.
Yeah.
Because they're transferable skills. Like, you would pay like tons of money to go to school to learn that for 2 years, and you don't get a job. You don't have a business. You have to work for someone. So if you're watching this, you've been following us, start with a webinar. Take a look at it,
Yeah.
right? It's your orientation to your new career, to your new future, right? Take a look at it, and if it makes sense, you feel like there's a fit for you,
Mhm.
take the next step, right? And open this new path to a new trillion-dollar industry
Mhm.
for you and your family. That's what we did in 2018, right? We started with the orientation. We said, oh, this feels like a fit. We kept moving forward, and the rest is history. My prayer will be the same for you, especially if you're, one of those that have a panic attack, by
Every
Monday.
Monday or every day, every night,
Yeah.
have that kind of feeling of like dreading, then
Mm.
it might be a sign that, hey, you need to look at this option. You need to look at other options, right? Like, what else can you do differently? Because you don't want to stay in a job that you hated. You don't want to stay in a job where you're dreading it every single day, because we've been there. It's not a good feeling. So you're
And the
not
cool- yeah.
alone. Yeah.
And the cool thing about this, you don't have to quit your job yet, right?
No.
You
Yeah.
can do it part-time, like any part-time schooling, so that you can transition, right? So
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
I hope we give you value. I hope that helped you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. That is another episode of
Online business question of the week. God bless you.
everybody.
Bye.